back to the Why Are We Like This podcast, everybody. I'm glad you guys are coming back for another video, and hopefully you enjoyed our last several episodes, and we keep you chuckling and entertained for the time that you're watching us while you're driving, at work, at the gym, and according to Alex, taking a shit.
Not according to Alex. We're a team here.
No,
we all hope everyone has a nice shit.
I didn't sign up for that, but anyway, today, I don't know. I really don't know. But we're going to keep trucking along anyways. So how are you guys doing today?
I'm mentally exhausted.
Today, I'm fine. Yesterday, I hated my life.
What happened yesterday?
It was literally just one bad thing after another. I went to bed the previous night, woke up the next morning late, so I was late for work. My shower wouldn't turn on for a second, and then the temperature wouldn't stay like at the temperature it was. And then I went to go put on my shoes, and I went to go tie my shoes, and my laces snapped in half. I got to work. They're like, hey, can you empty the trashes? I was like, yeah, sure. Went to empty the trash, tied it, picked it up, ripped. All the contents fell out. Not 20, 30 minutes later, I had like like one of those cubes of like our lemonade. I tripped on one of our mats and dropped it all over the fucking floor.
I can picture you sitting like on hands and knees trying to scoop it back in the bucket, crying, looking at your coworkers. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. That was just a straw that broke the camel's back.
Well, it got better because
okay.
Holy shit. I just watched
Jesus Christ.
Screen. I just watched the poor guy blue screen.
Where'd he go? Is it all the asbestos in your room? Jesus Christ.
Oh, never mind.
All right.
How was your week, Ty?
It was good. My back's still pretty sore from eating shit, but Pee-wee was a little sick the past couple days.
Oh no.
And she just had pretty bad poopies, so we had to spray her off in the shower.
Yes.
And then just work.
We have to do that for Hunter sometimes.
I know. I mean, it happens when you have a high fiber diet like he does. When you're only feeding him carrots and lettuce, you can't sustain yourself on that.
Alex doesn't give me anything else.
Alex is not responsible for getting you anything
You're a
else.
grown-ass man. Alex is over here with like a 4-course dinner, and you're just munching on carrot sticks and heads of lettuce like it's an apple. Oh, shit. But, yeah, other than that, it was just work. Hanging out, played video games with Pop. On Project Zomboid. I named the server Father and Son Adventures, and we almost died within the first like 5 minutes because he couldn't switch to his weapon.
Love that.
By the way, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
From Why Are We Like That to you.
Oh, we're like a fucking Hallmark card now. Can we be one of the annoying ones that just sings when you open it?
That never shuts off.
Yeah.
Say, hey.
And then about 2 days later, it's...
Have you ever just
the battery starts dying?
left one of those open just to see how long it would take to die?
Oh, yeah. Me and a buddy, when I lived up north, had one from, I think, like his birthday or something. And it was just singing happy birthday, and we threw it out in the backyard. That bitch went all night and was slowly dying. The battery was dying the next morning. It was kind of creepy. At night, all you hear is "Happy birthday to you" out in the fucking bushes.
That's a fucking demon.
Little do you know, it was not the card. It was just a skinwalker.
Oh yeah. How about you, Alex? How was your week? What'd you do?
I've just been working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just punching that card,
Oh, you know it.
and catching that overtime, and then the government
Working
takes
that-
it all.
Working
I mean,
9 to 5.
Sorry. You just punch your fucking screen.
Rip off my clothes. You just see me run out.
Oh, I did start a show
What show did you
that I
start?
had never seen, and because it's Prison Break, show that was like on FX and shit back in the day.
Is that the one with the dude that plays Mr. Freeze in The Flash? Or not Mr. Freeze. What the fuck? Captain Cold?
I don't know.
That's
I've
not a
never
Flash
watched
villain.
all of the Flash. Captain Cold? Yeah, he is.
No, he
Captain
said
Cold.
Mr. Freeze. I said Mr.
Oh, no,
Freeze
I
is the
corrected
Flash
myself.
villain.
Anyway, no, I don't know. I haven't seen all of the Flash to that point.
This is like the
the
first
main
season.
character looks like a mix of like Hayden Christensen and somebody else, like Paul Walker almost. But
Yes, that's
I
the one
never
I'm thinking
seen
of.
it, and Lindsay was like, "Oh, hey, I really like this show." And the way when she was explaining it to me, it reminded me of myself when I'm explaining to her like the Star Wars, the Clone Wars TV show, or
Need to
the
finish that.
other movies that I'm like really like, oh my god, it's so good and shit. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. And so far it's pretty good, other than the frustrating fact that the main plot is this guy's brother is on death row and he tattoos basically the schematics of the prison on himself, but it's like a devil and angel fighting each other, so you really have to look and pay attention to see each part of the mural on the front and back is like a map. And his brother has like a month until they kill him on for execution and all that, but yet it's like the passage of time does not exist in this show, and the fact that something goes wrong that upholds part of the plan every episode, and it takes like a day or two to resolve the issue, and I'm like, bitch, it's past a month, homeboy should be dead. But this last episode they're like, oh yeah, in 3 weeks he dies, and I'm like, 3 weeks? It's only been a week? What the fuck? Because like part of the prison burns down, there's like a riot, all this shit happens within a week. They would have shut that fucking prison down. What are you talking about?
Fuck yeah. Holy
But-
shit.
That's wild.
It's good other than that point, that part. Like the whole reason as to why the brother's in prison, he killed the vice president's brother, but then it comes out that he was framed in like Secret Service and like it's a government conspiracy. They framed him and all that. That
Hopefully
part's
no
really
one was
cool.
planning on watching the show because
right.
Yeah,
just
I
get it here.
spoiled the first fucking episode for everyone. Ooh.
Oh, I thought you were telling like what was going on in the whole show. I was like,
No,
Cool.
I'm on the first season back from
okay, that makes more sense.
2007, my guy.
Hey, you know
By
what?
the
Some
way,
people
Alex-
believe there's never a spoiler.
Yes, the main character is.
Yeah, I know. I looked it up.
But no, it's good other than that one thing. It's on FX, or it was, so there's like no blood, like they can only go so far with the
Yeah.
show. And I'm like, every word out of these prisoners' mouths would be the F word, so they would be saying fuck this, fuck that, blah 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 blah. Every one of them is like sworn to never swear. But yet there's
Honestly,
people that
you
have
know
like
what?
murdered and
That's kinda
raped
why
and
I-
killed and
That's kind of why I like shows now going to like streaming services and the streaming services debuting them, because I feel like the FCC or the FCC doesn't really get their hands in those. They might. I don't know like the whole debacle, but
Yeah,
like,
because it takes away from like, hey, kids are going to be at home watching this show with their parents at this time. If you air it, you can't say that or do that. But on streaming services, it's like, hey, if they choose to put it on and their kids are around, that's on the parents.
exactly. Which I mean,
So-
honestly, is how the cable people should have been.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess at the same time, like, cable service was a little more accessible. Like, as a kid growing up, I could watch TV and was left unattended watching TV. So, you know, I could watch whatever I really wanted to. I think I remember at like some point, like pretty early on before I was like a teenager, my parents had like parental locks on the TV. So like
my mom,
if
put a
you went
parental
to
lock
like
on her
a
TV.
certain channel and it was playing like PG-13,
But
it would
check this out. I'm fucking 15, 16 years old, and my mom had a TV lock on there on DirecTV for any show over TV-14 ratings. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've been watching South Park since I was like 6. Get the fuck out of here. And she's like, it's not appropriate, blah, blah, blah. So I just fucking found out the code every time if I wanted to watch something. I was like, I'm going to watch it anyways.
Still
If I'm not going to
gonna.
watch it here, I'll watch it at my friend's house. Get out of here.
And then you got access to the internet and it was all over.
Not until I moved down to SoCal. Up in NorCal, dude, our internet, we had a HughesNet. It was like the black sheep retarded stepbrother of Spectrum, and it was god awful, man. It was so bad. It took us an hour just to stream a 30-minute show when Netflix first started its streaming.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is trash.
You remember when Netflix was just a like Blockbuster in the mail?
Yeah. Me and my boss were actually talking about that the other day.
I remember that. Like, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Like, you could used to get to like that. That wasn't a sentence, but you were able to get like 3 movies
If you
at,
had
like, a
good
time or
standing.
Yeah.
If you didn't have good standing, you were only allowed 1 DVD, and I only knew that
really?
because we were bad about returning them. Because me and Garrett would just watch the new movie we just got like over and over and over,
Yeah.
and we would never return it when it should have been.
Did it have a due date? Because I thought it was like you held it until you wanted it.
Yeah, it was like 30 days or something like that, if I remember.
Okay.
There was a time limit, but it was like longer than a day than
Yeah.
Blockbuster or whatever. The games were the ones that we would get in trouble. Yeah, Gamefly was the one that we would get in trouble for because we'd keep it until we beat the game. And they were like, oh, here's a late fee.
No, because you were
Whatever.
able to keep it with Gamefly too. Because I remember like I had so many games on waitlist, and it'd be like, all right, like you have to wait until the next person's done, and then you get it. And I'd be like,
yeah, but only for a certain time frame. You couldn't keep it indefinitely.
I'm
kind
sure
of thing.
there's like a fine print, like, hey, no longer than like a month or something. But
Yeah. But we had 4 kids in the house that wanted to play the same game, and all of us wanted to beat the game, including my dad. So it took about a month or so before we returned it.
Gamefly was dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Gamefly was sick.
I got a lot of games from there that I was able to like try and play and all that. But
what was Hollywood? You remember Hollywood Video, right?
Yeah.
What was their version of GameStop? Because they had a section.
EB Games.
Was it EB Games? I thought
think.
it was like Game Crazy or something like
Or
that.
maybe it was Game Crazy.
Because I know they had like their like here this part of the store was movies and TV shows, and then you go into another section that was all video games.
It was either Game Crazy or EB Games, because I remember like they were like the first big competition to GameStop, I believe.
Yeah.
Or GameStop like started giving them competition or whatever, however that worked out. I'm honestly surprised, not gonna lie, GameStop is still around.
Yeah. And you know what's fucked up about that is because me and Lindsay were talking, like I told you about Disney Dreamlight Valley, how she wants to get it and this and that. And I'm like, look, if you want it for your Switch, we need to buy a hard copy so that way you don't have to pay for the Nintendo online or whatever. Because right now there's a sale on the game and it's like $25-$30 for the base game. But
you don't need the online thing if you get a digital copy.
But if she wants to play online and stuff,
I mean that you would still need it regardless.
Need it for even the hard copy.
That's what I'm saying. And so I looked on GameStop on how much their hard copy was, and it was $60. And I'm like, what? So then I turn around. That's when I came up with you just use the Xbox, and whenever we get extra money, I'll buy that, I guess, and I'll play with you, and I can play on Steam, and you can play on the Xbox.
Or you could download Game Pass on
Well, because I have the Game Pass Ultimate, so she can get it for free on the Xbox.
I was saying you could use it on your computer, but then I was like, no, it's the same account.
Yeah, it's the same account. That's the issue. So,
I remember a time, and maybe some of their prices are still good, but I remember a time where GameStop actually had like really good prices where you're like, oh shit, a pre-owned game of this like for $12.
Yeah, but now it's only pre-owned games from like 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went in there not too long ago. I think it was like a birthday present for Garrett or something like that. And I was looking around, and all the used games were games from like 2 consoles ago, and it's like,
well, GameStop doesn't give you anything good for your games anymore.
They never did. Unless you were going to do store credit and use that credit to buy a new game, they wouldn't give you like a good cash value for all your games. Because if you wanted cash, they were like, all right, this game that came out last year, you played it and you're returning it and you want to trade in or whatever,
$2.
We'll give you $3 for it.
And then they turn around and sell it for like $29, $30, $40. And you're just like, what?
I could have done that on Facebook Marketplace. What are you talking about?
And like, don't get me wrong, I know GameStop needs to make like money and stuff, but
they
like,
gotta make their nut,
I guess. But I don't know, like I just maybe as a kid we didn't see it, like, but because like now that I look at it, I think like it's always been the same kind of business structure. But like I remember as a kid that place was fucking magical. You get
it was cool to go in there and check out all the games.
And you'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking this will be enough to buy like Skyrim."
And then you go in, they're like, "You're $20 short."
And you're like, "I had like 7 brand new games in there."
And then they hold it up and look at you. Look at this, Final Fantasy 13.
Look at
no
this
one wants
little
to play this
scratch.
shit. And he just throws it in the fucking trash in front of you.
Look at this little scratch. Sorry, I got a weather alert on my phone. It said lightning, and I was like, what? It was sunny.
Haven't you guys had like super shitty, sketchy weather for like a month?
For like 3 months.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Oh, the good old Midwest.
You know what? I like it though. Going from California weather, which is always just dry and hot, to like mostly like around the year, it's like anywhere from like 50s to like 80s, and it rained. Dude, I swear, it has rained more here than it has probably rained in the last 5 years. I lived in California. And I've only been here for like a year.
Rain this year, though.
Did you? Of course,
like
because we just left.
Yeah.
And as soon as we left, they also got hit by a hurricane.
Like who was it? Uncle Richard, when they were still living in Oceanside, his their car, because he drove to work every day, and he works at the thing down there. And
I too know the thing down there.
The
I
Amtrak.
also know the thing down there.
And it's right there on the coast. So he was just like, nah, we're fine. The next day, his fucking car got flooded because of all the rain and all that shit down there. And we were like, yeah, me and Lindsay told you, man, like, don't park your car down there. Just get chauffeured to work or something. And then boom.
Dude.
But this fucker, he went and got a new car with the insurance settlement. So
that's dope, though.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm mad as fuck right now because speaking of flooded cars, I found out that my trunk has like a leak or something in it.
Oh, dude, when you were telling me and Lindsay about that when I was going to work.
I'm so mad. There's like mold and shit. And like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know if because admittedly, my trunk was a mess at one point or another. But like, I don't know if something spilt in there or if like, because of all the crazy rain we've gotten, like, it somehow got into the trunk itself. But like, my trunk's now just not usable at the moment until I get like a carpet cleaner to fucking spray it down and clean it.
Oh, dude,
I think
just
it's
take some Simple Green and soak the shit out of it. That's what we used in water resto all the time because it acts as an antimicrobial. So
antimicrobial.
Yes, Hunter, very good job.
So does it kill the mold?
Mm-hmm. It blocks it basically. We used to, when we would rip off the drywall and everything, and it was a flood, and you could see the mold growing on the studs and shit. We would soak the wall in the Simple Green, let it sit for a bit, and then go back and spray it again. And we would have to wire brush it off just because it gets in the grooves and stuff of the wood. But it worked perfectly fine. And it would classify as antimicrobial and everything. But if you really wanted to get technical and by law and code and all that, then yeah, go get some antimicrobial, but that's going to cost you like $40 to $70 a gallon, depending on the brand.
Yeah.
Did you guys put the house
I remember when they would
together?
buy a case of it. They'd buy a case of like legit antimicrobial, and it was like $500 for 4 bottles.
Oh my god.
That shit was so funny.
That's ridiculous.
It's because it's commercial grade at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get away with just using Simple Green. People say bleach, but bleach doesn't really kill it and make it go away kind of thing.
Well, and bleach, like my or the felt or whatever it is like black. So if I put bleach all over my trunk, you would just have
like a pink carpet.
Yeah, and I don't want that.
So do you guys put the house? What? Fuck you.
No, I was addressing you, fuckstick. Jesus.
Well, the way you said nice, it was like that. Yes, Hunter.
No,
So did you guys put the house back together in Wado Resto, or
we would get a contractor to come back right as we were done drying everything out after the demo, and they would put it all back together. But they would come in while we're doing demo and see the areas we marked off and go over the scope of like, hey, what's being taken out so I can write up a bid and submit it to the insurance.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then the insurance would be like, all right, this is approved. Yeah, they would fight back like, oh, this wasn't in the affected area. We're not paying for you to take this out and put it back. And we're like, no, it was. There was a literal turd on the island in the kitchen. I mean, you're going to pay for it, dude. No one wants to eat off of shit granite. So
it really seeps into the granite
that
too.
Exotic granite.
It does, dude. And you know what's a trip? Granite, when you have it on the counter, fucking solid. The second you pick it up, it's like dealing with glass.
Yep.
That shit will snap in a second.
Yep.
You got to be very careful with it. It's a trip.
And they're heavy as fuck.
Oh, they're so heavy. Maybe that's why my back is always sore. And then eating shit the other weekend at my dad's just made it worse because we didn't use a winch. We didn't use any of the proper tools. We just picked that bitch up, flipped it on its side, set it on a cart, and moved it across the house. Because you can't have it in the demo area because drywall dust is going to get on it. My previous boss was a bitch. Sorry. That's off the record.
You mean Gru?
The girls.
We are going to steal the moon.
Ty used to say that his old boss looked like Gru, and I was like, "There's no fucking way," because I didn't meet his boss when they came in. When they came in, like I was gone for like a week or something, and I came back, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Ty?" And I met her, and I was like,
"To the nose."
Yeah,
all of it, all
of it.
No,
down to like the way her.
I would refrain from making fun of her, and I would have refrained from talking shit if she wasn't an asshole.
Does she look like?
But the
Gru?
problem was she was a power tripping dick. So I was like, nah, fuck her.
Hi, does she look like Gru or the lady from the new movies that he went on a date with?
Not the wife. No, it
no,
looks exactly like Gru.
Gru.
It looks like Gru. She looks like Gru.
I just remember the first time I met her was not pleasant.
No,
because like not only her, but your boss and my boss would flirt a lot, and it was just very uncomfortable.
It was so uncomfortable. What the fuck did you just say?
No,
not
straight up
like
Gru.
That. You got to post that in the video.
I will. Timestamp it.
The funniest one was one of the guys on my crew. We were sitting there, and two of the guys, and they would constantly just go back and forth and be like, "The chapter lips," and I'm like, "What the fuck? What are you guys talking about?" And they were like, "No, we're saying chapped lips," and I'm like, "What? Why?" From SpongeBob, and I'm all, "What are you talking about?" And they were talking about the episode of Karate Island when Sandy goes and fights the one girl fish and beats her by chapping her lips or whatever. And it's a spitting image, dude. I was like, "Oh my God, yes!" It was so funny.
Oh no.
Oh man. She deserved it. She wasn't a nice person. She fucked over a lot of people.
Still no pickles.
Like if I had a flood over in this corner and this area was all bad, those 3 rooms in there would get fucked up and demoed as well. Just cause raises the ticket amount when we invoice the job. Gee, not a good person.
The bosses we had were cool with it because they were getting money.
Not good people. Mm-mm. That's why I praise the company I'm with now. I'm like, dude, you guys are all about just helping every customer.
Yeah.
If they have a clogged sink, you're going to stick to just dealing with the clogged sink. You're not going to tell them they need a new garbage disposal, a hydrojetting, and a new bathroom remodel and shit. Yeah, they don't need oatmeal, I guess. You remember fucking dinosaur egg oatmeal, dude?
Hell yeah, dinosaur oatmeal egg.
Oh my God,
that shit was the shit. I loved it. Oh, dude,
you want to be disappointed?
That was so good.
Okay, I need you guys to fucking level with me here.
Okay.
So I'm on those like nostalgia TikToks a lot, and it was like this TikTok that was like, oh, like no one will ever understand like the bond between a boy and his like forgotten, underrated like TV shows or whatever. Do you guys remember Lunatics Unleashed?
Yes,
it was like the Looney Tunes.
So fucking stupid.
I loved it, dude.
Oh, it was so bad, but it was so good. It was so bad.
I loved it.
That
so
was
much.
Warner Brothers trying to cash in on the edginess of Batman Beyond with the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, 100%.
It was so bad.
That was when like a bunch of
Zoo Pals,
Ribbit, Zoo Pals. That was like there was a lot of like Cartoon Network had theirs, which was Lunatics Unleashed. Disney had theirs, which was the Mighty Ducks.
That was
I don't know that
years
Nickelodeon
before, but Mighty Ducks was way better.
They were all in the 90s.
No, Lunatics Unleashed was early 2000s. Had to have been, because I remember when I was a kid, I got it as a toy in a Burger King meal or something.
2005,
Yeah.
2007.
Oh, dude, I do remember the McDonald's toys.
They're just
When McDonald's actually had good
time.
toys.
Dude, back in the day, McDonald's toys were off the chain.
the competition between Burger King and McDonald's was down to the kids meal.
Oh yeah,
and McDonald's was blowing them out of the water until Burger King was like, "Hey, we heard you like Pokemon.
Yep.
You want a gold Pokemon card? Boom.
That comes in a Pokeball."
That shit was so sick.
I still have
happened to
that one
yours?
somewhere.
I do too. I have the Charizard one.
Alex has a Pikachu.
I'm so jealous.
My brother had the Pikachu one.
I have the Pikachu one, and
I remember
they came with their own like back in the day they had their own like line of Pokemon cards, like they were all cardboard or like a slightly thicker paper, and you would get like a full sheet of them.
Yep.
And then you could like pop them out and rip them.
I
still have all those too.
I remember finding
ahead,
Alex's gold Pokemon card in our laundry room.
Yeah, my mom kept it from us. I don't know why.
Probably because she thought you guys were going to sell it. Hey, you guys want a brick of gold? I got in trouble for trying to sell my Pokemon collection to another kid. I was a hustler as a kid, dude. I was like, hey, you want this entire booklet, or I'll sell you a sheet for this much, right? And this kid was like, oh, yeah, I'll do it. And then my mom walked in. It was at some kid's birthday party or something. and she was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing business. What do you want? And she's like, put that in the car, get out of here. I'm like, bitch, always stifling my growth.
It's like I'm trying to be a hustler. Pokemon cards.
I gotta get that bread, bitch. Sorry, Mom, I'll be home for mac and cheese for dinner, right?
Ty walks in on it with a trench coat and just like, you got the stuff.
What you buying?
What you buying? Do you guys remember?
I have all the cards, but I'm butt ass naked underneath too. Sorry, it's laundry day.
My mom didn't wash my onesie.
Just wearing a onesie at like 13, 14 years old. That's gross.
You guys remember when
no grosser than you saying sorry, it's laundry day.
You guys remember when McDonald's used to have the arcade machines with like the Game Cubes and stuff?
Yeah, you're trying to play Banjo-Kazooie and you just got Grimace sitting there. and the way they had the controller placed on the thing looked like you were playing with their dick. And you're like, yeah, but I'm getting the high score on Banjo, man.
Remember when they had like the demos in Target? Like they still do, but not as much. But like they had like
they had them in all the stores. They had them in Walmart and shit.
Walmart,
Best Buy,
Target, Best Buy.
When the demos actually used to be good.
Shit.
And the demos were just like 2 minutes.
You're basically just playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was basically you got to play until your mom said, all right, time to go.
We had a demo.
She's like, so you want to still buy Lego Star Wars? Nah, Mom, I beat it.
I beat it.
We had a demo as kids, and I was sucked into it, and I loved it. And it was NFL Street. It was just Madden, but like not with the pads, and you had like boosts and shit and all that. It was so sick. I remember playing
so
that
like
all
aggressive.
the time. Yeah, it was like NFL Blitz or whatever, but modern. Because remember, in NFL Blitz, you'd hit someone and it would do the X-ray thing where they would snap a bone or break their collarbone and shit. That shit was awesome.
It's like Mortal Kombat meets fucking NFL.
Are you having a stroke, bud?
Yeah.
You know what I wish they'd bring back, but like expand it to other like places? I want Mario like golf and shit with like Mortal Kombat characters.
Oh yeah, like how they had that. It was like a golf game, and then just randomly one of the characters you could pick was fucking Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit.
Yep. But like, you know how like
stupid.
fucking Mario Kart and like Mario Tennis and shit.
Mario
like
Sluggers.
I want to see Mortal Kombat Soccer where Scorpion just rips some dude's spine out to steal the ball.
Jesus Christ. There was a game, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a BMX game, like Tony Hawk or whatever back in the day. But it was like rated M for mature because they had a lot of sexual stuff in it. You could play strip horse, and like one person will go and do a trick. And if you couldn't match the trick and get the same amount of points, you would lose a piece of clothing. So you just got two naked bitches running around and riding bikes and doing tricks. I'm like, I'm 10. I shouldn't be playing this.
This is a game?
Yeah.
You said it was Tony Hawk?
The name of it.
Dude,
was
like,
like-
do you remember the name? I need to research.
That's
That's
disgusting. Where?
I need to know the name and the distribution date so I can actively avoid it.
For scientific purposes.
I'm doing it for research.
Just for the podcast.
It's for a friend.
He just comes back and he's just, hey guys, I got really good with playing with the PlayStation 2 controller with one hand.
I hate you so much.
It's like Quagmire when he discovers internet porn.
Hey, Peter.
Hey,
I'm gonna just go grab
Glenn,
my...
you've been
I'm
working
just
out?
going to go check the
No.
mail.
No.
He turns around and his other arm's super skinny.
Joe, it's Francie.
What?
What?
It's from the one of the Family Guy episodes. They were making fun of. They're all, oh, this is how my first love story, and one of them was Joe making fun of, I think it's Dirty Dancing or whatever.
Oh.
And in the real movie, there's one guy that has just like one line, and he just repeats it all the time. Every time he's on screen, he only says this, and he's like, whoever Patrick Swayze's character is, he's like, Patrick, come quick, it's Nancy.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all he says. And in the Family Guy episode, they just take that home, and it's hilarious. Anyway. So have you guys heard of this fucking Galactic Star Cruiser thing with Disney?
You mean the
What?
hotel that got shut down?
Yeah.
They
spent
It was
Yeah,
like
they
$6,000 or something a
a
night.
night. And it took, what was it? It was some billions. It was billions of dollars to build it. And they just shut it down within a year because no one wanted to pay that much money to sleep on a bunk bed.
So it was, the starting price was $4,800 for 2 guests and just under $6,000 for 4 guests, sharing a cabin.
Jesus.
You know, the most I've spent for a hotel room was like $600 or something a night. And it was at a DoubleTree. And God, that's a nice ass hotel. Shout out to DoubleTree.
The most
You get
No,
a free
no.
chocolate. You get a free chocolate chip cookie with every reservation. That's how you hook your customers. I'm
So
all
a
about
hot
it.
chocolate chip cookie.
Oh yeah, it's warm, buddy. Oh, so good.
The-
It's so good. Right when they hand you your bill and like you give them your credit card for incidentals, and then they're like, "Here's your room key, here's your receipt, and here's a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie," and you're like,
Oh.
I don't care that you just stole me money.
that is the greatest elevator ride to the 4th floor ever. It's so good.
Your face is covered in chocolate. You're looking at the other guy, just, how you doing?
Guy's in his swim trunks, like, hey, and I'm all, I just got her. This is awesome. Yeah, I ate like 8 of those. Right?
His face is covered in chocolate too.
He's covered in chocolate too.
I thought I'd go clean off in the pool.
Oh God! Could you
pool's just
imagine you go
chocolatey.
down to the hotel pool and people are just washing themselves and getting all the chocolate off their face. Just looks like a big ass pool of chocolate milk.
Oh, you're not sure if a kid shit in there or if you're like just sitting in chocolate.
Uh-oh. My wife is home with the baby. I gotta go close the door.
Unprofessional.
What were those lime green ass shorts?
You know what's trippy? Is I got these in high school and they still fit, my guy.
Why are they so fucking bright?
I had a big ass phase where I was like, oh, everything's got to be highlighter green. Like dyeing my hair and all that shit when I was a kid. And I was like, yeah, so edgy and cool.
You know what I want to do? I want to, speaking of like hotels and shit, I want to go to like one of those all-inclusive resorts.
What are those?
Yeah, there's one that my sister went to down in Mexico or whatever. That was really nice. And she said they ate and drank all day for free, basically, because it was all included.
What did you say, Hunter?
Resort is?
Yeah, so like it's like a cruise, but you're just in a hotel.
My mom just got back from her cruise.
Wait a minute, hold on. What the fuck was that?
What?
Why did she beat the shit out of the viewers?
What?
You can get in a lot of trouble for assaulting the viewers. You know that, right?
Straight up bitch smacked his camera.
I hit my screen.
The fuck?
Why?
That was a fly.
So
there was a fly.
Your first
instinct is to sucker punch your fucking monitor. What is wrong with you? God.
Guys, I can't see on my monitor anymore. Why? There was a fly. What does that have to do with anything? I took a hammer to my screen.
So, Alex, when are we planning our trip to an all-inclusive resort?
Well, I mean, we are both turning 30 this year.
Money.
You know what else is an all-inclusive resort?
What?
A campsite.
Oh.
You go camping. You have your own food and your own drinks and stuff that you
only
bring.
if you bring friends.
Yeah. No, I could go up and go camping right now
You
with
didn't
just
get
me,
the
my
joke.
wife,
Never
and daughter.
mind. You didn't get the joke. It was a cannibal joke.
Oh, that's fucked up.
It is. It is.
But you bring your own food. You bring your own
That's
drinks.
not all inclusive. I still have to buy all that.
Yeah, but when you run out of your own, you just go to other campsites and take it.
Hey, boo-boo. Let's find
They're
me
gone.
a picnic basket.
They're not going to miss their brats and beers. Fuck them. They get back and be like, hey, why the fuck am I missing all this stuff? You didn't see anything? Oh, it must have been a bear as you're eating a brat.
Want a brat?
By the way, these are really good. You want to try one? Oh, man.
Oh, we had bought these brand too. Well, that's crazy.
I found this brand.
Insane, man. It's just laying in the trees. Anyway, no, my mom got back from a cruise.
Is that what you're doing for your 30th
last
birthday
week
time?
or whatever?
You're going into campsites just stealing food.
Stealing shit. I just go to a campsite. I'm not even camping and just start stealing people's ice chests, putting them in the back of my car.
Free groceries.
Sorry, guys. I got to get groceries today. I got a big barbecue down there.
Then you make a video out of it. Let's do an unboxing today.
What do we get in this mystery box? You open it and there's a severed head, and you're like, "Well, I just got banned on YouTube."
That's our next podcast video.
An unboxing of other people's ice chests. Oh my god!
For legal reasons, I can't tell you guys where I got these ice chests.
Yeah, no, I do want to go camping. I haven't been camping in a hot minute, and I know there's
last
this place.
time I went camping, I almost died.
What?
Why?
Because we all almost got hypothermia.
Loser.
Well,
one of us did
for going camping on Christmas Day in the mountains.
No, it was in November. But like, to be fair, we were in 29 Palms and we thought we'd be fine. But the one day we went was the one day that Joshua Tree National Forest was going to be like 28 degrees at night.
Hold on. Did you just call it Joshua Tree National Forest?
Hey, isn't it a national forest?
It's a national park, my guy. There's no fucking forest up there.
I mean,
it's a goddamn desert.
Joshua Tree National Park was 20 degrees at night. And I was the only one that brought like actual shit to survive camping.
Everyone else just showed up in shorts and flip-flops.
No, I mean, they brought like camping gear, but they didn't buy.
I brought the marshmallows.
Like, I brought a very good, like, my dad had a really nice sleeping bag that was like rated for like freezing temperatures. I borrowed Hunter's tent that was like a 4-person tent.
The good tent.
And then
I like how you looked over at his screen to be like, you better mention that you got that tent from me, bitch.
I was going to say, is he going to say it was my tent or is he going to say it was his own fucking tent?
Jesus Christ.
I brought pillows and then I brought like extra blankets.
That's smart.
And so, first of all, me and Karen almost froze because I was a dumbass and let my roommate borrow my car, and he left us out there until like 9-10 o'clock at night with no firewood. We were running out of firewood. Like, by the time he got there to bring more firewood and get the stuff that we asked him to, we had one log left because at some point when we had just the last bundle, we were just putting one log and just like hovering above it. As
were
the
you
wind
guys
is
using the fireplace logs that are in the paper wrappers?
Wait, no. We got like actual bundles of firewood.
Okay, I thought you were using the
No.
starter fire logs that are
we got
in the
like
paper
actual
and all that shit.
We had gotten some from her house, and then we bought like extra ones.
Oh, okay.
But no, so like it got to the point where we were putting like one log in, we'd have like a tiny little flame that would give us a smidgen of heat, and we're just wrapped in blankets in long sleeves and a jacket, shivering.
Doesn't sound like you guys are too prepared to go fucking camping.
Not at all.
Speaking of firewood, you know what the saddest part about I have about firewood is?
Yes.
We took down a tree in the back of our house, and Alex was like, "Hey, save the firewood for me."
Christ.
I was like, "Okay, like if you," or he's like, "Hey, if you do all the firewood, we'll go to the beach and use it." I was like, "Okay." So I stacked all the firewood on the side of the house to let it dry, and I tried to convince my parents to let me buy an axe, and they wouldn't because they didn't trust me.
For obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons. I mean,
I am a responsible adult.
You just punched your monitor because of a fly.
I wouldn't trust you with a fucking butter knife. What do you mean?
But
to be fair, if you want to be like, oh, this is a sad story because Alex never took me to the beach to use the firewood, you don't go to the beach.
I don't go to the beach.
You refuse to go to the beach. Me and Lates would be like, hey, come to the beach with us for our like night beach trip. Yeah. When are you going to use firewood? At 3 o'clock
hold on. To play devil's advocate, why are you going to the beach at fucking 2 a.m?
We didn't. It was like 8 o'clock.
No.
Oh.
No, it would be like 8 o'clock at night. And
I
we
knew
would
it was
stay.
always late.
No, we would leave like our city around like 6 or 7, get there at like 7 or 8, and then we'd stay until like midnight or 1. And we were just chilling, just sitting on the beach talking.
I hate the beach. I hate it.
I like
Lindsay loves it. I fucking hate it because I hate the sand.
He's Anakin
You know
Skywalker.
what?
It gets everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. To be
Calm
honest,
down,
I'm
Anakin.
right there with fucking Anakin. I hate how when I sit on a towel at the beach, I get up. I haven't touched the sand at all, but somehow I have it in my butthole. Don't like it. I hate it. And then the ocean, I just hate the ocean. Everything in the ocean tries to kill you. There's nothing good in the ocean.
Hey.
Everything is terrible.
You take
Fuck
that
you.
fucking back right
Nope,
now.
everything in the ocean is terrible.
Exist.
okay, manatees are adorable, but everything else is trying to kill you.
There's one
Narwhals.
Narwhals will fuck you
Narwhals
up.
will try to kill you.
Oh, will they?
Yes, 100%.
Everything.
That
The only reason the
horn on
little
the top
fish
of their
don't mess
head?
with you, the only reason the little fish don't mess with you and swim away is because
'Cause
you're
they
bigger
can't.
than them. But if they were bigger, they'd be like, "That looks yummy. I'm gonna eat it."
There's one
fuck
thing.
that. I hate the ocean.
There's one thing that I learned about before going to the beach the last time, and it's the reason I don't want to get in the water anymore. And it's fucking rip currents.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Rip currents terrify me now.
Wait, they didn't terrify you when you were a small child?
I didn't know
and
about
getting
them.
sucked
He
out into
didn't
the
know
ocean?
about
I didn't
them.
know about them.
How did you not know about
I
rip
was
currents?
in the-
That was like the
I
first
was
thing
in
my
the-
parents told me
I
when
was
we
in the
first went to the
ocean,
beach.
playing, having fun, loving the ocean. Then I started learning about it. I'm like, I fucking hate the ocean.
You know what pisses me off about Hunter?
Hunter learns about him by getting sucked out the like 100 feet out. And he's just Alex, help! And Alex like, bye, Hunter.
No, here's the fucked up part. We went on a beach trip to with some of my friends to like celebrate a friend's birthday, and this was like the first real trip Hunter had gone out that with just like us, where like we were just like going somewhere that wasn't like dinner, and so we're all chilling at the beach. We all go swim, and Hunter is not the strongest of swimmers. I think he'd be the first to admit that.
I am.
Maybe he won't.
I am
Never
not.
mind.
I don't know why
not.
you were so offended at that at first. That Jesus Christ, he
I'm
didn't
not.
judge your intellect. He just said you weren't a strong
I fucking
swimmer.
suck at swimming.
What the fuck?
And so this dude had never been in the ocean before, other
I
than
have.
like to like play in the waves.
There you go.
Like he had never been past his fucking knees in the ocean. And
It's
so
'cause the
we're all
ocean is
chilling
terrifying.
because like we're guys and we're easily entertained. So
Keep
we're
a
all
little dirt
sitting,
under our pillow for the dirt man.
we're sitting, you
In
know,
case he comes to town.
we're sitting like to like our about our stomachs, right? Like deep enough where like we can get submerged, but not too deep that we're gonna get swept away. Hopefully, and we're fucking like jumping across the waves, you know, like as guys do. And Hunter decides that this is the moment he's gonna be brazen and fucking brave. When I specifically was like, hey, like if we're gonna go into the ocean, you need to listen to me because if there's like sandbars and shit that like you can't see that will fuck you up and get you hurt. And he's like walking away from the group or going deeper, and I'm like, Hunter, stop, like stay with us. And he's like, don't tell me what the fuck to do.
I didn't believe him.
I could do what I want.
I
And
didn't
I'm like,
believe him.
dog, I am gonna go back tonight and be like, sorry, mom, sorry, dad. Hunter fucking died because he wouldn't listen to me.
I didn't
Hunter's
believe him.
gone. Hunter just got
Hunter's just
swept out
fucking
to sea.
gone.
He's
And
pulling
then-
a castaway right now.
Sure enough, he started getting taken, and I was like, he's like, Alex, help me. And so me and one of my friends had to go get his ass. And I'm sitting there like, I am not strong enough to swim. Like I'm a decent swimmer. I'm not strong enough to swim with two people. And Hunter's ass is gonna fucking take me down. I know his ass. He's gonna panic.
He's one of the ones that panics and then just like climbs on your head and pushes you underwater.
And sure enough, he did. He tried to grab me, and I was like, "Stop! We're pulling you back. Leave me alone."
I didn't.
Help me! I can't swim. I'm like, Hunter, calm the fuck down. I'm gonna die.
It is funny, and I've noticed this with a lot of guys that when something like that happens, whether it's in a pool or something, and they have that like up to here, they all get that voice. We all go, oh god, we pop out our bottom chin and just go, oh god, no, help me, bitch, just stand up. Oh yeah,
I didn't believe him.
I'm trying.
I'm trying.
Stand up. It's a 3-foot pool.
You're 6 feet tall.
I did that as a joke. We got a little kiddie pool for Pee Wee. I think it was like last year or the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sitting in it and gets out, and I look over at Lynn and she's like, what? And I'm all, I go and I sit in the pool, lay on my stomach, and I'm all, help, I can't swim. All our neighbors are like, what the fuck? And she's like, Ty, get out of the pool. And I'm all, I say that, but dude, she is the queen of embarrassing me out in public. Just because she doesn't get embarrassed, and she loves to see my face when I get embarrassed. Like, we'll be walking in the store, and she'll look over at me, and she'll be like, hey, you needed those extra large underwear, right? Because of the accident the other night. And I'm like, why are we here? We're here for fucking groceries. What are you talking about?
They don't even sell underwear.
This is a groceries. This is a Stater Brothers.
I feel like Lindsay's the type that would yell across the store, hey, you still need that hemorrhoid cream?
She would too. But I get her back. When me and Pee Wee and her are at the store, I'll have Pee Wee in the cart and I'll look back and Lindsay like walks 10 feet away to go grab something. I just fucking take off. Me and Pee Wee just take off and run and hide. While Lindsay's carrying shit, she's like, Ty, stop. And I'm like, you gotta be quiet, Pee Wee. We don't want her to know. And then she'll pop around the corner and Pee Wee will like squeal and be like, run. And we take off. We do that every time we go to the store. And now we get to the store and she goes, don't you fucking run off again.
Ty is a literal child.
It's so good. Oh, I'm just a almost 30-year-old toddler, dude.
Hey, we're the era though that grew up like grabbing all the balls out of the fucking like
ball
the
pit.
Fucking like it's not even a ball pit. It's like
holder.
I don't know.
We would climb in the ball
holder.
pit. We would climb in the clothes and play hide and seek.
Yep.
Me and my old buddy from up north, we used to go to Costco with my buddy's mom, and we'd play hide and seek in Costco.
That'd be sick.
Just running around the whole store, and whoever I see you, and then boom, now I gotta find his ass.
Dude, if you could like pay Costco, Target, Walmart or something to play hide and seek in there for a night, like that would be the most fun fucking time.
So sick.
The best place I've ever played hide and seek was at a hotel. Well, actually, there's two places.
Remember this.
A hotel and a cruise ship. There was
never been on a cruise, so
there was a family reunion, or like a family reunion.
Cruise,
it was for one of our uncle and aunt's like 50th anniversary.
Right.
And so we were like, I was 12 at the time or 13, somewhere around there. And there's a couple other cousins that are the same age as me. And so we're all sitting there bored as fuck at this dinner. And then like, I didn't know them at the time. So we kind of just sat there for a minute. And then my mom's like, go introduce yourself.
Yeah, because aren't cruise ships like super big on the inside? Yeah.
But I'm talking about the hotel one right
shit,
now.
But
and we ended up like meeting each other and like talking, and then like there was two guys, there was two girls, or there was two guys, three girls, and so we decided, hey, let's do boys versus girls. And
I was gonna say, why the fuck does that matter?
I was getting to it, and so we started playing hide and seek in the
wanted
hotel.
You to know they were outnumbered.
They had two glass elevators that faced each other like across the thing, and so like we would go up and down the elevators, and we'd watch like the other team in the elevator, and like be like, oh, they're getting off this floor. Go to the next floor. Go to the next floor. And we'd be like running. Dude, I'm sure the fucking people staying at that hotel hated us because we're fucking yelling and screaming, running down up and down the halls.
I did that as a kid in like Vegas hotels and then stuff.
I was like, oh, nothing's going to beat this hide and seek game. But then I played it on a cruise ship, and that was just a whole nother level. That
when
was
you
like
embarrassed mom and dad.
Yeah.
Wait, all right. I don't give a fuck about hide and seek. How'd you embarrass your parents?
So my parents decided that we're gonna do like an adults only date night. We're gonna do a date because they're celebrating their anniversary. That's why we're on the cruise
And my birthday.
Who the fuck brings their kids on a cruise if you're celebrating your anniversary?
It was a Disney cruise.
It was also my birthday.
See, that's the only one Lindsay will go on. Any other one, she refuses to get on a cruise.
It was like 3 different celebrations. It was Hunter's birthday. I just graduated from the 8th grade.
And it was their anniversary.
Or the 7th grade or whatever. Or 6th grade, 7th grade, somewhere around there.
That's a hell of an achievement.
It was 8th grade because I was like old enough to like actually do stuff.
You're right. So the first hide and seek game, the one at the hotel, I was like 8 or 9 because I was 13 on the cruise. Regardless, so Hunter got the shit end of the stick because
I was the youngest.
He was youngest. So when he got put in his little play area,
he
could not leave. I was old enough that like they didn't care.
It's like putting him in a fucking baby gated area.
It was. They check him in.
No, I know.
They were
I know how those daycare things work. That's so fucking funny.
It was such bullshit. I fucking hated it.
Because Hunter was like 6 or 7 at the time.
I was 8.
And so I would no, because we're 6 years apart, Doug. I was 13. So you were 7. Or I was 12.
Confirm with mom.
Regardless,
who gives a shit about the age?
I could run around the ship. So we were getting fucked. Me and the friends I made on the ship, we're getting pizza. We're getting fucking fries whenever we want. Like, because you could just go up to like the quick service restaurants and like I probably went on like one of the, just any given day ate like 12 pieces of pizza. Just because I
unfortunately did not take use of that when I was younger because I didn't understand it.
But
I want to go on those Emos Not Dead cruise where they have like a Hawthorne Heights and Simple Plan playing. That'd be so sick.
But so to get to how I embarrassed my parents, they're having a date night, wonderful like night at the adults only Disney restaurant. That's like kind of on like the upper area of like it's all glass encased, so like but it's tinted, so like you can't really see in, but you can see out. Yeah. And so I'm running because I don't you played those Gmod games or like the games where like you're all like NPCs and you're trying to hide as an NPC.
Yeah.
That's kind of how this game felt. Like anyone could show up at any time and you didn't know who was it because of how big the area was. So anytime you saw one of the players, you're like, don't come fucking near me. I'm running from you because we didn't know if we were it. And so I'm running across the top deck and I run up these stairs and around this balcony and I stop because I wanted to see if anyone was coming around the other end. So I saw windows. So what do? I don't know how I did this, but I guess the universe did this for me. I stop and I'm looking through like this, and I'm trying to see if I can see anyone. I don't see anyone coming around the corner, so I'm like, all right, and I keep running. From my parents' point of view, they're sitting right against the window, having a nice dinner, and all of a sudden they hear, who's that kid running? And they look behind them, and they see my ass running. I stop, according to them, at their table, and I go,
one sec.
And I stare right at them, apparently. I'm not. I'm looking for the person and my mom and dad are just so fucking embarrassed and trying not to, like, they're not going to be the ones that are like, sorry, guys, that's our kid. And then I just keep running. And they're just like, what the fuck was that?
And we heard about it that night in the room. Yeah. They were talking to him.
My mom goes, what the fuck were you doing?
Playing hide and seek.
I was looking for you guys. I'm glad I found you. I was wanting to make sure you were having a great time.
My like 6, 7, 8, wherever I was, a dumbass was sitting in they used to make like animals out of the towels. I was sitting there with the fucking towel monkey, kind of just playing with it, eating the chocolates that they gave you.
You were 7, 8 years old. Why were you acting like you were 4?
I was stupid and easily entertained.
Ty,
was.
let's not pretend for a second you wouldn't play with the towel animal.
I also have a daughter, so I gotta entertain her somehow.
Don't you dare try to
I
hide
wouldn't
that
look
behind
at
her.
it and be like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna play with this myself. This is for me."
Yes,
No,
you would.
Yes, you would.
No.
100%
Yes, you
you
would.
would. Don't lie.
100% you would.
Now, if it's one of the swans,
There was a swan.
There was a swan. It was
Oh,
a swan,
yeah,
a monkey,
count me in.
a snake. Because they were all like Disney characters.
Mm-hmm.
They were all like animals that Disney characters were.
I was gonna say, what the fuck? What swan, monkey? What?
Swan, monkey, snake.
Well,
Anyway.
it was really cool because they had like the towel animal, and then each animal came with like
A note.
a note that was like what the character was and why. And all
That's
that.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was really cool.
Lindsay and
chocolate.
I had talked about going on a cruise and all that stuff. I'd never been. She's never been.
I want to go on a cruise again.
I'm terrified of the ocean, so the only way I'm going to go on a boat is going to make sure it's a big ass ship that I'm not going to die.
I want to
And
go on a
she's kind of
cruise
the
with
same
you
way.
and
Ty.
recreate Titanic
I have a cruise.
without the
If
singing.
I'm going, I
Without
was
the
going to say
singing.
if you're just going to kill everyone.
I meant like the king of the
I put
world.
C4 on the bottom of this ship.
I meant
Ty,
the, like
hold this closet door real fast. What? What's happening? Hold on to your shit.
We're sinking. Never let go.
Alex, what did you do?
Never let go, Ty.
No.
It would be until we're in the water that I would be like, oh, okay. Now I see what he's doing.
No, because if I were to do something like that, I would be the selfish son of a bitch that took a lifeboat and it's just like, everyone get the fuck on. We're leaving. I don't give a shit.
Now, me and Lindsay, we talked about going on a cruise, and really the only one that she's willing to cave and go on is a Disney cruise. Destination doesn't matter.
Mexico.
She just would want to go on only a Disney cruise.
I want to go
So-
back on a Disney cruise and do their Castaway Key, which is like their little like private island.
Isn't that like down in the Bahamas or
I
something
think
like
so.
that?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
we plan one?
Do they have? Sorry,
You
I
got
almost
like
made a
$5,000.
very bad joke.
Start saving.
All right.
Fuck, that means I got to start saving. God
Yeah.
damn it.
We'll go for my 30th birthday.
No, because I got to buy a plane ticket to go there and then get on the fucking ship.
We'll go to my for my 30th birthday.
Well, no. What we could do, it might be. Well, I don't know that we could all fit, so never mind. I was gonna say you could fly to Tennessee and then we could drive down to Florida.
Oh, okay. I was going to say with me, Pee Wee, Lindsay, you.
I mean,
and
we could do that and like
Hunter?
rent a car,
Yeah.
like rent like a minivan, and then like me,
Well,
you take turns driving.
That's
Hold
something
on.
I got to
No, no,
talk
no, no,
about.
no, no.
You know how
Hold on,
many
I figured
fuck.
it out.
Hold
I
on. No,
figured
no,
it
no.
out.
Let me fucking go on with this. Fuck you.
What are you gonna yell at
You
me
know
for?
how many fucking spur of the moment vacations and trips were ruined because I had to be 25 to rent a car? Fuck
Yeah.
you. The fact that I can go buy alcohol and tobacco, a gun, all that shit in this country,
But you
I
can't
can't
rent a
rent
car.
a fucking car. Suck my dick, Hertz and Enterprise. That's some bullshit.
Well, and there were like companies that would allow it, but they'd charge you up the ass.
Yeah, it's stupid. Sorry.
But I figured
we
it
planned
out.
like so many road trips and then realized, oh, hey, can't
I
rent a
figured
car.
it out.
Mm-hmm.
You and Alex sit in the front seat,
Okay.
and then it's me,
He's
Lindsay. I blue screen for a second.
He was.
It's me, Lindsay, and Pee Wee in the back.
Pee
Yeah.
can't sit in the middle because she's in a car seat.
Yeah.
Put the car
And then
seat
where's all
in
the luggage
middle,
going to go in his fucking clown car?
on the top,
Yeah.
like the classic Disney car.
It'd be like the car from
I'd
Cars
rather
with the
just-
mattress on it going,
I'd rather just rent a car.
yeah. no, that's-
We could rent like a little
But-
minivan.
But then I'd still have to buy a plane ticket to fucking Tennessee.
Yeah.
Here, I could just drive down to fucking Long Beach and take it to Cabo or whatever.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
You wouldn't be with us.
I don't have to spend that much money, buy 3 plane tickets.
Wouldn't be with us though.
I'll buy one of the plane tickets.
I'll buy one of the plane tickets.
You're gonna buy the one that's the cheapest because it's gonna be for a fucking 5-year-old.
Tell you what, Ty,
but it's still one less ticket you have to pay.
I'll buy one of the plane
What the
tickets.
fuck?
Too.
You ungrateful bitch.
There you go.
That's still like $300 you're
You
saving.
heard it here first, viewers. I'm an ungrateful bitch.
And
Yeah.
then, so Ty, you heard it here first too. You only have to pay for one ticket now because Alex is paying for the cheapest one. I'm paying for yours. All you have to do is pay for your wife's.
All you have to do is give him a reach around.
Yeah.
Lindsay, buy your own
I'm not
cabin.
giving you a tug in the hot tub, my guy. It's like, hey, babe, I got to go down to the hot tub. Why do you have to go to the hot tub?
Hunter's
It's
calling.
the whole reason we're here. What do you mean the whole reason we're here? And then I open the
Just
door.
stay away from the
Hunter's
hot
there
tub,
and just
Lindsay.
no underwear, just butt naked. Come on, Ty, we're going to the hot tub.
You just look at it. You
Answers
just
the
look
door
at
with
your
a
wife.
raging heart on.
You just look at your wife with tears in your eyes. Just keep Delilah away from the hot tub, please.
Just know I love you, and I would do anything for my family.
The moment he steps out and closes the door,
I just come back to the room, and she's like, "So how was it?" I'm just like gnawing on a fucking turkey leg.
That's
Great. We got food
the
after. It was
moment he
awesome.
closes the door, those tears fucking disappear. All right, let's go, Hunter.
I mean, we don't even need to go to the hot tub. We can do it right here in the hallway if you want. Anyway,
Why did you like make a Perry the Platypus sound?
I was trying to do the beat off sound, but anyway, Perry the Platypus is there. It's a Disney cruise. He just shows up dressed as Perry the Platypus.
That's when you do that's when you do the
Perry the Platypus.
why is there a platypus involved? And it just puts the fedora on. Perry the Platypus.
There's an actual Perry the Platypus mascot and standing there like, what the fuck? It's like that.
I thought
that
I was supposed to be
meme
Perry.
picture that circulated a while ago when it was like New York or something, and there's Elmo standing there or Woody standing in front of the picture, and then in the background all you see is Elmo just.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But with that, you look like you had to take. You were constipated. You good?
No,
You
I'm just trying to hold in a
I'm
piss. I
hungry.
really have to pee.
Okay. Well, let's wrap it up then, so you can pee and you can eat, and hopefully not
I
at the
think
same
we've
time.
Hopefully
ended
our
like 6
viewers are
episodes
off
of
the
me
toilet.
saying I gotta take a piss.
Yeah.
Hopefully our viewers are done with the toilet.
Yeah. Hope you guys had a great bowel movement.
See?
I hope it all came out smooth.
See? He gives into it.
It's like soft serve. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Question of the day: Why don't we do? We talked a lot about vacations. So, if you could go anywhere, money not an issue, where would you go for vacation?
Or what's your best vacation story?
Ooh, that's cool. That'd be like a higher.
That's a good one.
You know what? If we can get someone to comment on it, maybe not next week's episode, but if we get a good story, we'll tell it.
We'll talk about it.
We'll
We'll
talk
tell it.
about it on
Yeah.
the podcast. But with that,
Hell yeah.
guys, we hope that you had a good time, and we hope to see you next time. Check us out on Spotify, Instagram. Do we have the Twitter up yet?
I don't think we do.
No, because
Or
I've been
X.
slacking.
All right. I need to get all the episodes back up on Spotify. I'll tackle that this week. But
I need to start the TikTok.
leave a like and a comment. Yeah, Hunter needs to get the shorts going, and he's gonna start that this week. So
Yeah. I need to download the edit.
Nice.
Start it this week, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Alex just disappears. All you see is him standing in your door. You're starting it this week. Start it right now.
You know what the funny thing is? I always make jokes that when that light's off, that there's something standing in the darkness.
Why do you
Why?
make jokes like that? Why do you say
Oh
that?
my God!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right,
Well, good
with
thing
that,
you got a Swiffer with you to fight it off.
Have a good day, everyone. We'll talk to you later.
See ya.